to my show, Celebrity Interviews with Milk and Cookies. I'm your host, Lauriston IV. Mr. Burton Gilliam, I am so excited to meet you.
Hey, I'm excited to meet you. I finally found somebody who's younger than I am.
I know. So if I'm right, I think you went to, Woodrow Wilson High School in Dallas.
I went to Woodrow Wilson, the Woodrow Wilson Wildcats, and I'm in the Woodrow Wilson Hall of Fame. There are only 42 of us in the Hall of Fame, and this year my school is 90 years old.
So I go to Hightower Elementary in Plano, Texas.
Plano, Texas? Well, I'm in Allen, Texas.
Allen, Texas?
Yeah, right next to Plano.
Mm-mm.
And I remember when Plano was a little bitty town. It was not nearly as big as Richardson, Texas, and you know where Richardson is.
So, do you do boxing?
I did. Yeah, I was a boxer for about 11 years, and I won more Golden Glove championships than anybody in the history of the sport anywhere. I had 217 fights, and I won 201 of them with about 166 knockouts. I got hit real hard and real fast. But the best thing I had going for me was I was scared to death. When you are scared, you can hit hard and you can hit fast.
It sounds like that's painful.
It is painful. Oh, that's the hardest part of boxing. The name of the game really is to hit the other guy. But every now and then he'll hit you, and I didn't like that.
Mm-hmm. You were also a fireman like your daddy.
Yeah, my dad was a fireman. My brother was a fireman. My brother-in-law was a fireman. A nephew was a fireman. My son-in-law was a fireman. There's actually 9 of us in my family, an extended in-law family that have been firemen.
I bet your dad was proud.
I'll bet you're right about that. He was. I don't think when we were, my brother and I, he's a year older than I am. I don't think our father really intended for us to be firemen. But after we became probably 18 or 19 years old, well, he was real proud to take us down to the chief and say, hey, I got a couple of boys here that make good firemen. Mm-hmm. So when he was 21, he went on the fire department. When I was 21, I went on the fire department.
Do you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's called the cookie bump before you're done.
No. Are you talking about those cookies right there?
Yep.
Would that be Oreo cookies?
Mm-hmm.
And that looks like milk to go with it, is it?
Let me show you how to do the cookie bump.
Okay, show me.
So first you grab a cookie.
Okay, I got it.
And then you bump it like this.
Yes.
And then you put in the milk. And then you eat it.
Ooh. I had no idea. Oh.
You know how to crunch it on the mic?
Yeah.
So you crunch it like close to the mic like this.
Mmm.
You can do it.
Oreo is the best. Oreo cookies are the very best.
Mm-hmm. I have a list of movies and TV shows that you've been on here.
Do you know how many I've been on, really?
Mm-hmm. It's really amazing.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
For somebody to be an actor and to have done 52 movies and really about almost 200 television shows and 300 commercials, for someone who never thought about being an actor until he was one, I think I've done pretty well, you know. I've been lucky, but I've also had a little talent, and people like you your job is to pull the talent out of me. So go to work.
So, how does it feel to be a movie star?
It's fun because everywhere I go, people say, "Wow, are you in Blazing Saddles?"
Was Burt Reynolds one of your favorite actors to work with?
Yeah. Burt was the best. Everybody loved him that worked for him. And if you worked for Burt Reynolds one time, he will and did a good job and became his friend, you were in. I mean, you were in the Burt Reynolds mob.
You did a movie called Gator with Burt.
I did, Vic, yeah. And mine, guess what my name was?
What?
Smiley.
Smiley?
My name was Smiley, yeah. Oh boy. And I was a supposed to be a mean guy, but I was a funny mean guy. And because I don't know who a mean guy is, I can't play a real mean guy. It's like this is pretty much the same kind of a character I did in Blazing Saddles. I was one of the what we call heavies, but even though I was a heavy, I've always been able to put smiles on faces.
Can we talk about Blazing Saddles?
I hate to talk about Blazing Saddles. No, you know what? I talk about Blazing Saddles every day, and I love every time I get to talk about it because it changed my life like that.
You even have a shirt of it right there.
I've got all kinds of stuff that Mel Brooks sends to me. Caps and shirts and all belts, pants, and everything else, and DVDs. I got a lot of Blazing Saddles stuff.
My daddy and I laugh so hard when we watch you eating beans.
Watch
you eating beans.
Oh.
Around the campfire.
That is, I'm the first person in motion picture history to do that.
How did it feel to eat beans around the campfire?
They tell me that's what they used to do back in the 1860s and 70s, and yeah, they ate a lot of beans, and so that made for Blazing Saddles jokes anyway.
So, would you sing a song with me from that movie?
Would I do what?
Would you want to sing a song with me from that movie?
Oh, sure.
Okay, let's stand up.
The dance, I don't know that I can really do this.
Okay.
I may have forgotten how to do this. I'm not sure.
Ladies.
Okay, I'll do my very best. The Camptown ladies sing this song. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Camptown racetrack 5 months long. All the doo-dah day. Why to run all night? Why to run all day? I bet my money on a bobtail nag. Somebody bet on the bay. Hey, you're pretty good at this, aren't you? If they ever remake Blazing Saddles, can I tell them I want you to play the part of Lyle? Okay. All right.
Now it's cookie time.
It is cookie time, yeah.
I heard regular Oreo cookies are your favorite cookie.
Oh, they're my favorite cookies by far. Yeah. Okay, now we do
Cookie
that.
bump before you done.
Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, this is going to be good.
What were you like when you were my age?
What was I like when I was your age? And you're 9.
No, I'm
7.
no, I'm
You're
7. No, I'm 7.
Well, at 7, I was, we were graded then in the first couple of years, first 4 or 5 years, back then, 1s and 2s, 3s and 4, 1 being the best. I always made ones and a two every now and then. So I was probably an average student. But later on, long about the time I was 10, I had some problems, and didn't know how to handle them. Took me till I was 19 to figure out how to handle them.
Wow, that's 9 years.
That's 9 years that I went through a time that was really a hardship for me. But when I found out what the problem was, I got back on the motor scooter and I really went well. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, next question.
Next question. You got another one for me.
How were you when you made your first movie?
How old was I? When I made my first movie, I was 34 years old.
34?
Yeah.
How long was that ago?
That would be 30, it'd be 41, 47. I wasn't good in math.
46?
I am now 80 years old, so that I was 40, 23, 46. It'd be 46, 47 years ago. Yeah. But I wish I'd become an actor many years before that, 20 years before that. But it just wasn't. It quite happened pretty much almost by accident. So in accidents, you can't plan on accidents. So I guess it happened just about the time the good Lord wanted for it to happen,
God always has a plan.
Yeah, you got a plan. That is, you'll never say anything that is more right on and true. He's got a plan.
What kind of message would you give to all of your fans?
A message to, I would say, if there are those fans out there who I might inspire in some kind of way to be an actor, what I would really say is, boy, I want you to be an actor. Study hard to be an actor, but also study hard to have another life if acting does not work out for you. You need to have a rounded education and make sure that you get that rounded education. You're going to need it later on if the acting thing does not work out. It worked out for me, but I do have some other. There are things I know about that if this hadn't worked out, I could have jumped right into them.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
It's a power that I don't have now in my old age. I would like, and it's not a superpower, it's a power that everybody else has. I'd like to be able to hear better than I hear. When you get old, that superpower goes away. And when you've been a boxer and people are hitting you in your ears all the time, that does not help either. I would like to be able to hear better.
So what's your favorite Halloween costume of all time?
My favorite costume?
Halloween costume of all time.
Of all time? My Blazing Saddles costume. Yeah.
I saw it on the video before.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, I wear that a lot. I get to travel the country. This past weekend, I was in Austin and San Antonio. Weekend before last, I was in New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut for 4 shows there. But that's what I like, and each one of those shows, I put on my Blazing Saddles outfit. And it's hard to do, believe it or not, when you put on chaps and boots and riding pants and Western shirt, and you got to put on a vest. It takes a while to get all that stuff on. The hat is the last thing it hits the head, but it takes me about 25 minutes to get it just right. I can put it on a lot quicker, but I need to have it just right. The knot tied for the neckerchief right there. I want it right.
I think you look great. Do you still get to talk to Mel Brooks?
I do all the time. Yeah. I've talked to him about 2.5 weeks ago. Yeah. Yeah. He'll just call up and say, "Hey, how you doing?" And I know where he is. Monday through Friday in Los Angeles, from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the evening, he's in his office. He's 93 years old. He's writing lines. I know he will write lines that just come upon him, that are not a part of any movie that he's writing. It's just something that will hit him, and he'll think, "Hey, that's pretty good. I want to save that." So he'll write that down, and he'll save it, and that happens to him all day long. He's not writing scripts. He's writing lines that he can work into a script.
What is the weirdest thing a fan has ever done for you?
The weirdest
thing a fan has ever done for you?
That someone's ever done. The weirdest thing. You mean good weird?
Like something funny.
I was known for sleeping pretty hard. So one time early in the morning, about 7 o'clock, all the firemen in my firehouse got real quiet, and I was asleep, and they took my bed, and it was on rollers, and they rolled it out of the fire station onto the main street at 3525 Valley View Lane in Farmers Branch, and set that thing right next to the street, and that was a main thoroughfare. Cars just coming by there by the hundreds at 7 o'clock in the morning. Finally, some guy honked his horn, and I jumped up, and I looked, and the fireman had already gone back in the fire station. I jumped up. I didn't have my bunker boots or anything. I just had my underwear, and I ran back in the fire station. They thought that was funny.
Would you do something for me?
Let's see. Yes.
Look at that camera right in front of you.
Oh, that one right there.
And can you tell us? And can you name a celebrity you want to come on my show?
I got him right here. Do you know who Cliff Harris is?
I've heard of him.
Cliff Harris is in the Cowboy Ring of Honor. He was a Dallas Cowboy football player. He was a defensive back, and you would love to have Cliff Harris here because he is a lot like me. He likes to have fun with people, and he likes to. It's okay if the joke is on him. That's fine. He can feed off of that. He loves that. Yeah, Cliff Harris.
We have a Charlie.
Cliff Harris, I want you to come be on this show. Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's not going to make you rich. You're already rich, pal. Yeah.
Mr. Burton Gilliam, it was such an honor to meet you. Thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me. Boy, what a pleasure. And I am the first, right? Well, there's going to be many, 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 many more.
You're the first on my show. And I drew you a picture, and I was wondering if I could get your autograph.
No autographs, no pictures. I'm a busy man. No, you can get all kinds of autographs.
I drew this picture just for you.
Yeah, you can get everything you want from me. Oh, did you draw this? Whoa. Best wishes, Mr. Burton Gilliam. Here's somebody riding a horse.
That's
Here's
you.
a baseball player. Somebody's doing a little tipping, and a couple of cheerleaders or something. You did. Looky here, folks. This is it right here.
I drew a lot of funny things.
This goes on my wall of fame. I have a lot of pictures that I've worked with on my wall of fame. This goes right up there at the top. Thank you.
Thank you. Always cookie bump before you dunk. I love you. Thank you for coming on my show. Hey everybody, God loves you and so do I. We'll see you next time on Celebrity Interviews. Goodbye.